The Sultan of Brunei is one of the richest leaders in the world. He is estimated to be worth $30 billion. He has been able to transform the vast quantities of liquid gold in Brunei into actual gold. Welcome everyone to a brand new video from Money Fellas. In this video we take you into the impressive life of the Sultan of Brunei. Trust us, his lifestyle wants everyone in the world. It goes without saying that the Sultan of Brunei enjoys driving. And if you're as wealthy as he is, you can buy almost any car you want. According to reports, the Sultan owns about 7,000 vehicles with a total market value of more than $5 billion. In his vast collection, he has about 600 Rolls-Royces, 450 Ferraris, and 380 Bentleys, including the Ferrari Mythos, a vehicle that was never produced but of which the Sultan is the proud owner of two. The $3 million Bentley Java, one of only 18 ever produced, is another extravagant addition. Of course, the Sultan has more of them in his collection, making it seem even more extravagant. The most expensive vehicle in his collection, the Rocconite, is one of many rare finds in his collection, but can you really put a value on an antique car? With his $1.5 million 456 GT Venice, one of just 10 ever made, and his $14 million Rolls-Royce Phantom II, the duo arrived at the event. If the Sultan's love for his cars wasn't already abundantly clear. In fact, he cherishes them so much that in the 1990s, nearly half of all Rolls-Royces sold were owned by the Bolkiah family. Is there anything more regal than riding in the back of a gold Rolls-Royce and waving to your subjects, regardless of how insane your car collection is? Tell me the Sultan also adores his private jets in addition to his luxury cars. He also adores private jets, though his jet collection is much smaller than his collection of automobiles. It's a good thing, too, because where would he park the damn things? The Sultan owns 3 private jets, a Boeing 200, an Airbus 340-200, and the crown jewel of his fleet, a gold-plated. According to reports, the Sultan gave his daughter an Airbus 340 for her birthday. Sultan Bolkiah transformed his Boeing 747-400 into a true floating palace using his incredible wealth. Quite similar to his actual gold balls, but we'll get to that later. He spent at least $100 million to buy his Boeing 747, and an additional $120 million to outfit it with a variety of opulent finishes, such as the master bedroom in this enormous aircraft. When Sultan Bolkiah is not relaxing in his floating palace, he is in his real gold palace, his Tanah Nur Al-Aiman, which is the largest living residence of a head of state in the world, according to the Guinness Book of World Records. Both the bedroom and the luxurious bathroom are decorated with gold and Lalique crystal, and yes, that includes a gold sink. Several times the size of Buckingham Palace, this enormous royal residence is unquestionably even more opulent. A few miles south of Brunei's capital city, the palace is located on the banks of the Brunei River. It is a sizable, spotless white palace with golden domes, and people come to see it from the nearby Persia Damawan Park to the banks of the Brunei River because of the building's arched roofs and the mosque's enormous golden dome. Istana Nur Al-Aiman, which translates to Palace of the Light of Faith, is the name of this magnificent palace. $5 billion was spent on, paraphrases Leonardo v. Luxon, served as the palace's architect, and Quan Chu, who also worked on the Burj Al Arab in Dubai, designed the interior. If you're wondering how this palace cost $1.5 billion to construct, you should know that the traditional exterior hides an opulent, ultra-modern interior. I'm referring to Shanghai-sourced Italian marble granite, English glass, and the finest silk, gold, and marble from China. Of course, the interior of the 2.1 million sq ft palace was decorated with 38 different types of marble and 44 marble staircases. It occupies an area of 1 million square meters and has 1,800 rooms, including 260 bedrooms. It becomes even more regal when you live in a house with 5 swimming pools, an air-conditioned stable for your 200 polo horses, a helicopter pad, 18 elevators, 250 bathrooms, a banquet hall with seating for 5,000, a mosque with seating for 1,500, and a 110-car garage. The Sultan also enjoys adding little flourishes of royal opulence to his routine. Little things like how he spent $10 million to build his own private zoo, which is home to about 30 Bengal tigers, falcons, flamingos, and some cockatoos with extraordinary talent who can play basketball, ride bicycles, and imitate other animals. The Times reported that Sultan Bolkiah flies out his preferred barber from London on a first-class flight every 3 to 4 weeks to cut his hair. Of course, everything is paid for. Before he is paid with a sizable envelope containing hundreds of thousands of dollars. I'm referring to everything, including the $12,000 plane ticket, the hotel, and the upscale meals. The Sultan regularly travels with an entourage of more than 100 people, including bodyguards. This includes when he goes shopping or travels across the country. When Sultan Bolkiah travels, he only stays in the best hotels, renting out the entire floor. It is said that he spends up to $1 million per trip, and that's not even the Sultan letting himself go, because nobody throws parties like Sultan Bolkiah. One of his most well-known celebrations was the extravagant 2-week birthday party he threw for his 50th birthday, for which he spent about $40 million. Even Michael Jackson, the king of pop, sang for him. A total of 3,000 guests were invited, and as an added bonus, each one was given a gold medal and stuffed with the finest caviar and champagne. He spent less than 1% of his net worth that year on the party, according to Forbes. There are some unusual monarchs, and he has lived a rather unusual life. His first marriage, to his full cousin Salah binti Muhammad Alam, took place in 1967. Then, he married the daughter of a former president of the United States, who happened to be a convicted felon. Even though they also got divorced, the Sultan now has 5 sons and 7 daughters between his 3 wives. Crown Prince Al-Muhtadi Billah, his eldest child, is on track to surpass his father's wealth and possibly overtake it as the world's richest head of state. The Crown Prince, who was born in 1974, was appointed King of Brunei in 1998. In order to be ready for his appointment as the 30th Sultan of Brunei, he currently holds a number of positions in the Bruneian government. If there is still a significant amount of family wealth when he assumes power, he is rumored to be a very wealthy sultan. The royal family has previously faced financial difficulties, which were caused by another member of the family, the Sultan. Bolkiah's brother Prince Geoffrey is said to have spent an average of $750,000 per day for 10 years. The notorious Playboy Prince is known for his extravagant spending and is said to have spent more money than any other person in the world, possibly even more than the Sultan. Prince Geoffrey was accused of embezzling state funds to the tune of $500,000 in the past. To pay off his debts, millions in art cars and other opulent possessions had to be sold. Sultan Bolkiah seized the rest of his prized possessions. This brings us to the end of the video. Let us know in the comments if you like the video. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video. Until another video.